Welcome to Rondeau Provincial Park. My name's Gabby and I'm a naturalist here, and we're going to be discussing invasive species today. Invasive species are becoming more and more common in Ontario. They can be found along roadsides, such as this. They can also be found in farm fields, in old construction sites where there's been disturbed soil, as well as well disguised in waterways and lakes. Invasive species are considered to be any species that is a non-native to an ecosystem and whose presence is or likely to cause economic, environmental, or human harm. However, not all alien species are invasive, and in some cases may improve an environment economically or through human welfare. Here at Rondeau, our goal is to maintain ecological integrity within the park. This includes preserving native species that we have here and removing any alien species we have, whether they're invasive or not. White sweet clover is becoming an increasingly large problem in Rondeau and throughout Canada and the United States. It is commonly found along roadsides and disturbed areas and appears regularly in the dunes of Rondeau Provincial Park. This plant is considered very aggressive and outcompetes native species as it is allelopathic, releasing chemicals into the soil to prevent the growth of surrounding plants. Additionally, a single plant can produce upwards of 350,000 of its yellow kidney-shaped seeds. Seeds may remain viable in the soil for up to 81 years. These seeds are also toxic for livestock and can carry many viral diseases and can contaminate cereal crops. As the name suggests, sweet white clover has a very sweet scent to it, and it can be identified by its tall green stem, its small composite leaves, and small white flowers. Another invasive plant species, called Phragmites or European common reed, is considered one of Ontario's most invasive plant species. Phragmites is a tall woody grass which can reach heights of 6 meters. This grass grows in dense patches often found in wet soil such as marshes, floodplains, and drainage ditches. Phragmites consistently overcrowds and outcompetes native plants for water and nutrients. Like the white sweet clover, it can release toxins from its roots into the soil to prevent the growth of other species. It is highly capable of reproduction both through its root system and by its dense, fluffy seed heads. The introduction of invasive Phragmites isn't exactly known. Records suggest that an alien Phragmites has been present in North America for 3,000 years. The rapid spread of Phragmites began after the colonization of North America by Europeans and has since been assisted by motorboats and ship ballast water release. The main spread is through water currents carrying roots or seed fragments from one waterway to another. Management of this species has been subject to many different techniques and trials. In Rondeau Provincial Park, we use a method of spraying, rolling, and burning the stands. Our last invasive species that we're going to talk about is the round goby. This invasive fish originated in Eastern Europe. Its introduction was first detected in the St. Clair River in 1990 from ship ballast water release. The round goby has since had a substantial impact on native species within aquatic habitats across Ontario. The species preys upon and competes with native benthic fish species, including log perch and mottled sculpin, and threatens at least a dozen other fish species which are at risk. The round goby also threatens the health of many game fish populations as it preys upon their eggs and larvae. The round goby can be identified by its cylindrical and blunt snout and its length of 16 to 25 centimeters. It also has mottled coloring of black, brown, and gray on a light brown or olive background. Adult gobies can best be identified by a characteristic black spot on their first dorsal fin. Unfortunately, the round goby is easily confused with baitfish and therefore may be spread through the use of live bait when fishing. In Ontario, it is illegal to possess the round goby, so if one is caught, it should be left out of water so it can no longer do any harm to native populations. Rondeau is surrounded by water, making it a very special habitat. However, our many waterways make it easy for invasive species to spread and remain undetected. Other invasive species of concern in this region include purple loosestrife, Asian longhorn beetle, gypsy moth, Asian carp, sea lamprey, and even released pets such as goldfish and the red-eared slider turtle. It's important to protect the habitats that we have and to stop the spread of invasive species. And remember to get passionate, get involved, and be aware of invasive species around you.